Hello and welcome to the 77%. Wherever you're watching us from, this is the home of Africa's youth. So, as we normally do, we're going to have a chat with someone. My guest is from South Africa. She's a child activist, an inspirational speaker, and an international multiple award-winning best-selling author of chapter books. And guess what? She's just 13 years old. Allow me to introduce to you Stacy Fru. Hello, Stacy. It's great to have you for a chat once again. How are you dealing with these corona times? How are you doing?
Good day, Eddie, and thank you for having me on the show. I'm glad to be here with you today. In times of coronavirus, I think that I've just gotten used to it. I mean, it's been over so many months. It's been happening for a time that we had no choice actually just to get used to it and to accept the circumstances that the world is under. So I've gotten used to it, although there are challenges here and there. I'm coping quite.
Well, somehow we have no choice but to cope, right? It's like the new normal dealing with corona, but especially doing home office for the past 5, 6 months. That must be really tough.
Yes, it is. Online schooling is something I don't think I can get used to within such a short period of time because it's a matter of retraining your brain, which takes a lot of effort and a lot of time as well. So I just hope things get better.
We all keep our fingers crossed for things to get better. Stacey, let's talk about your very first book because you wrote a book at a very early age. It was titled Smelly Cats. Now, just to be clear, you did not write this book because you have a smelly cat, right?
No, I don't own cats. I'm not really a fan of cats, but I'm definitely a fan of dogs.
So tell us more about this book and what inspired you to write it at the age of 7.
So Smelly Cats was just something that came into my mind because I was very interested in animals and I am still very interested in animals. So the story of cats going on an adventure, having their ups and downs, just seemed very appealing to me. And for me to be able to express those thoughts through writing was absolutely phenomenal.
I see, but you wrote this book without your parents' knowledge. So was it supposed to be like a secret and mom found out and said, wow, we're publishing this? How did that go?
Well, the whole writing process was to be a secret. No one except for myself and my elder brother knew that I was writing this book. And my parents only found out after I was finished, and I told them directly that I had finished writing this book.
What I'm trying to get now is try to get into your head. You're 7 years old and you think to yourself, okay, why don't I just start writing a book? I mean, do you remember what kind of thought process you went through before actually starting to write?
I do not remember what type of thought process I went through, and I can't say exactly, but I think the thought process was just me writing what I felt because I was new to this writing scene, although I loved writing. I didn't know how to construct my thoughts in the way I do now. So it was just me writing impulsively and writing.
Yeah, I guess sometimes that's just the way you just go with the flow, right, and see what comes out. So you've written a couple of books, different types of books. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your last book was Where is Tammy? Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
What is this book about? The little I know is that it reflects the reality of how unsafe the world has become. Tell us more.
Yes, so Where is Tammy is a book that is here for the purpose of raising awareness around child abduction and child kidnapping. So it's basically just to educate young children who are not so familiar with these terms so that they know the dangers and the possibilities of how cruel this world is. So that is the purpose that Where is Tammy serves. And I just try to get this message across as simple as possible so that more children come to the understanding of how to be cautious when they are out, they're playing, when they're out shopping, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I think I could learn a thing or two from that because it can be a very unsafe world, and we all have to find ways of staying safe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, look, I think you know that, I know that, your mom knows that, everybody knows you're a young celebrity. Okay, it is what it is. When I meet you the next time, I'll hopefully get your signature, right? Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay, that's good to know. But tell us then, how do you handle the pressure doing all that you're doing while still making time for school and also just finding time to enjoy life?
Mm. How do I handle the pressure? That's a really good question. And I think that most of the time I handle it internally. I'm not really comfortable expressing certain things around certain people. So I sort of take it upon myself and I express it in my writing. I like drawing as well as I like writing poems. So how I cope under pressure is using various forms of art, which is why I also promote various forms of art because it's a very good way to express yourself and just release an emotion. So dealing with pressure is definitely doing various things I find very.
Okay, so basically, what you said in your spare time when you're not really doing anything serious, you like to draw, and that helps you, calm your nerves and refresh yourself. Is that right?
Definitely, I like to draw. I like to write poems. Anything that's fitting for
I see. Interesting. I'm just thinking while you're saying this, what do I do to release pressure? I'll probably go out and play football or basketball or something. Are you into any sort of sports to help you relax?
Well, in when I was going to school, I was in various sports teams. But since school has stopped, I haven't been able to continue. But I do like to go out in the morning, and I like to jog, and I like to, just warm up with my siblings and I. It's like a fun family bonding activity that you do first thing when you wake up. But of course, releasing pressure, the methods are different for everyone. You might not enjoy sitting down and writing a poem someone else would, and someone else might not enjoy playing these sports, but you do. So it differs when it comes to the person.
Yeah, you're very right. Because I'm not really into writing poems. Maybe I should probably work on that. Right? I don't know. But one thing that is clear when it comes to you is that you want to continue, or you've said before that you want to continue motivating and inspiring children. Why is that so important to you, Stacey?
Why I find motivation so important is because the way the adults are leading the children, it doesn't make children feel great or that they can achieve their full potential. Because there's a lot of judgment coming from a lot of people. And children just need to find an understanding to these things, which is why I think it is so important to motivate.
Hmm. That's pretty good. I'm trying to figure out who your role models are from all that you see. Do you have any role models except maybe for your parents, right? Who internationally would you say is your role model?
I think I just look up to people who are doing things similar to what I'm doing. Strong women who are leading in these various amazing platforms. I just look for people who I can relate to. An example could be Michelle Obama, who is an amazing, strong woman, great things for the various people in the United States. I look up to people such as that.
So, my next question is normally a question that I ask people who are like 50, 60, 70 years or something like that. But you're just 13. And I'm going to ask you, what would you say is your greatest achievement so far in life?
Oh, my greatest achievement, I think, is my foundation and the potential that it holds. Because with the right resources, it can achieve so much than what it has now. Now, many people would expect me to say my awards and so forth, but I feel like the foundation is my greatest achievement. Alongside writing my first book, I'm extremely proud of this.
Hmm, I see. I have a foundation. I have not done anything with it yet. So I feel a bit embarrassed that you at the age of 13 have a foundation that has been doing a lot and mine hasn't done nothing yet. What do you have any advice for me, Stacey?
Well, of course, it's not a competition. It's not something that you should feel bad about because everyone goes at their own pace. And advice I would give for you to help your foundation is to reach out around your community and get all the support that you can get because it is important for you to have people who support you and for you to have people who you can fall back on. It's very important to have a support system in whatever you do because this type of support is what encourages you to go on.
And those words, Stacey, officially made you my role model. Is that okay?
That's okay. Thank you.
So, you're normally busy doing stuff, working on stuff, and you've told us that some ways you like to de-stress. But I understand you're also a ballerina and a guitarist. Is that so?
I do on the ballet part. I haven't done ballet in a long time because the studio closed during fire. But I have been continuing my guitar lessons, and I think I just like music in general, which is why guitar is so perfectly with me. And I'm still learning, and I continue to learn every day my teacher comes over. So I'm very passionate about those two things.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to be wrapping up soon because I know you have to get back to your home studies. Your mom was warning us about that you need time to study. So I'm like, okay, cool. But let's get a bit up close and personal. What's your favorite sports? Then we come to your favorite food and favorite music.
Mm-hmm. My favorite sport would be somewhere between basketball and netball and athletics. I can't really choose, but those three are what I excel best in. I was thinking of doing soccer this year, but school closed down. I didn't get to experience that. It's a shame. My favorite type of music would be somewhere between lo-fi and indie. I enjoy those genres very much. They're very calming, very meaningful. My favorite foods. I don't really have a favorite food, but I do enjoy food in general.
I'm glad I'm the one asking the question and you're not the one asking what my favorite food is, because that's going to be quite a long list and we don't have time for that. But as we wrap up this particular interview, there's a lot of young people, generally everyone is watching you now of all ages, people of all ages. And they are realizing all that you've achieved and have been successful at this young age of 13. What is your message for all those watching and listening to you right now?
My message to them would be to build a sustainable support system, but also support those who are supporting you, because it's important that we have people around us that we can trust and that people trust us, because as human beings, we cannot strive alone. So for you to have that system is extremely important. But also not to lose hope in your journey and to stick through with yourself through thick and thin, because I guarantee that things will get better.
Oof, I feel safer already, Stacey. Things will be better. I mean, you have to be positive about life, right? That's very important. I see. Thanks a lot for those beautiful words, Stacey. I am inspired and motivated. I'll let you go back to your homeschooling because, like I said, I think mom is watching and is like probably checking her watch and all. But thanks a lot for your time, Stacey.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks a lot to you guys too, wherever you're watching from. I hope you learned as much as I did, because I definitely learned a lot from the 13-year-old South African. Now, if you have any thoughts on this chat, feel free to leave them right below in the comment section. And most importantly, don't forget to share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, DW Africa. Bye for now, but I'm sure I'll see you soon.